Hey Whoville, how's it going? Plunky here. I got a couple of quick notes for you. In the very opening of the show, when we get to the ooh into the ah section, just make sure that that ooh transitions nice and easy into the ah. Right now it sounds like a little bit like a doo-wop group. It's like ooh wah, you know, it's a little too hip for us. So make sure we transition ooh. Make sure that just transitions into the ah a little bit better. Hey kids and whatchamahoo, I just had a note about anytime that you sing I gotta whatchamahoo, you gotta whatchama, me too. Let's just split up those thoughts a little bit. Right now it just kind of sounds like a run-on sentence and it's just kind of unspecific. So the first one is I gotta whatchamahoo, that's the big exclamation. And the next one is a question. So make sure you ask the question, you gotta whatchama? And then me too. So make sure that those are three distinct thoughts. Right now it just kind of sounds like one run-on sentence. Also, right after the why, whatchama, why, oh, remember to channel your inner drag queen and pat that we've got a present just for you. And then at the very end, I know there's a lot of business happening on stage. Just make sure those cutoffs are super specific when we get to that's what it's like on Christmas Day. Yeah, so those ones are a little bit unspecific right now just because you're running around thinking about other things. But vocally, just make sure they're nice and clean next time. Here's a note for Auntie in Thought That Counts. Once we get out of the Grinch section into shopping, just take the edge off of the tempo a little bit. You come out gangbusters and sometimes it's not quite with us tempo-wise. So we get the Grinch's. He's on stage. Shopping, sister. So it's just nice and easy, right? Shopping, that way you don't have to go super fast when it gets to the double time. Shopping. Hey, Ensemble Males, when we get to, after Trixie and Reno sing just a little kick to make her Christmas dance, and you get your sigh, make sure that Johnny Weir makes an appearance. Remember, we're starving and we're cold and there's no place to sit. I know it's a lot to do in one line. You don't have to emphasize the we're, but just make sure that's how we're pronouncing it. So emphasize the and. So we're starving and we're cold and there's no place to sit. That'll help us out with the lyric. And the last note I have is for Welcome Christmas Reprise during the candle lighting. Let's make sure, so Old Max says at the very end, he says, of all my stories, I like this one best. And how does it end? I'll let the Who's tell the rest. So it just has to have this really joyful sound to it. I think the best way to do that is to explode that first fa who forays, right? Even though the pitch is where it is, if we can give a little more energy to that first fa who forays, if we can maybe chew on those F's, that will help us out. It has a tendency, just because of the way it's written, to sound like fa who forays da who, like very nice, but it doesn't have that joy that we need from that moment. So vocally, I think everything else you're doing, blocking wise and everything is fantastic and all the intention. Just vocally, I think we need a little more, make it a little punchier and less legato, if that makes any sense. Fa who forays, da who dores, welcome Christmas. Just enjoy all of those words, right? I lied. I have one more quick note at the very end during the finale. If maybe two of the tenors can go up to the A at the end, so you would sing, this will be our song, you and I belong, heart to heart together, Chris. Can you go up? Must be. I'm obviously not a tenor, but if maybe two of you can go up to that note, we just need a little more harmony. And if the altos, the soprano twos, and the tenors, if you guys can bring out your part a little bit, we're getting too much of the tonic note. So if we can have a little more of the harmony, that would be great there at the end. I know everybody's singing full out, but I'll also talk to sound about it and see if we can get a little more of those middle voices coming in to the mix. Cool. And hey guys, for your challenge this week, just take 5 minutes and go over one of the songs in the show. Maybe it can even be a phrase or a part of a song, and do the exercise of just saying the lyrics without any music behind them. Don't sing them. Just say what you're singing, and then go back and put them in your own words. You could write it out if you want, or you can just say it to yourself. But I find that when you put it in your own words and then you go back to singing it, it's actually pretty cool how you infuse something personal into the lyrics that you're saying. So it might be something fun for you guys to try if something's feeling stale. I know at this point when we've been doing a lot of shows, it has the tendency to get a little bit stale. But the biggest thing you can do to combat that is just to stay curious. Always stay in the moment. For me, there's always something new to listen to in the band, the orchestration, on stage. You know, every performance is so different. Things here and there will change. I mean, it's the same show, but you know, different stuff happens all the time. So stay engaged, stay curious, and stay amazing. Thanks for all your work. I'll see you out there on the ice.